Welcome back to Panther Sports Talk. The UNI football team, a huge homecoming victory. And Coach, just talk about your homecoming. I know it's busy as you welcome a lot of former football players back, and there were some special ones in attendance at that football game, weren't there?
Well, there was a very special one. It was a very close friend of mine. His locker was across from me when we played here. He's from Boca Raton, Florida, and it was Lieutenant Colonel Bobby Williams, because he was back being honored to be put in the Hall of Fame for the ROTC. So I went to his induction ceremony in the morning, and then we actually had him as an honorary captain in the afternoon.
Why is that special to bring back other guys and maybe introduce them to some of the current football players on your team?
Because I think it's critical for former players to relay the message back to current players of, one, what did the University of Northern Iowa mean to you, and what did the program do to help you develop into the type of man that you are today? And if they can send that message to our team, it's one that would ring for years.
Well, one of those players that fought real hard was Ellerson Smith. Again, second time this year, he's won the MVFC Defensive Player of the Week, and he was well deserving this week.
Ellerson had an outstanding game. He had 2 sacks, a couple tackles for a loss. But he was complimented by the work of the interior lineman. I think he'd tell you himself, and his counterpart, Seth Thomas, on the other side. But right now, Ellerson is really playing exceptional football.
Talk about having Kolarvik in that lineup. It just seems like he is ready to go, and that's a big part of your defense.
And again, somebody that really got a hunger for the game by being out for a year, and he stepped up. He's always had great speed, and he's really each week he's getting his feet back underneath him and getting a little bit better.
Seth Thomas, we have a story on him, and it's been fun to watch him. He played in a lot of games as a freshman, and then really been a strong contributor, especially his sophomore, junior, and now senior year. Seems like he's willing to help the younger guys as well, a quality teammate.
He's a quality teammate, he's a quality man. He's got his construction management degree. I mean, he will own his own company one day. He's that type of person. But that's how he manages, how he helps, how he mentors the current football players. So he's really grown into a great player himself, but he mentors that every day.
That's got to be one of the fun parts of coaching, is just seeing how a guy evolves into what Seth is doing production-wise on and off the field for you.
Well, that's really when you really look back on it. You watch what he came in as a freshman when I sat in his home, recruited him, and what he's transpired into now on his senior year going down the stretch. So you can only hope that he has a tremendous season.
Here's that story on the outstanding student athlete, Seth Thomas.